Hello and welcome to another Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. Fresh out of my printer. Today's level is medium. I think that's two mediums we've had in a row. What a medium life we're having. What is going on in the world? It's a Georgia election counting right now, I suppose. I think people have finished voting in the US, and let's hope things change a bit with the for the poor Americans who have faced the Grim Reaper for many years now with Mitch McConnell. Okay, let's put that out of our minds. Let's focus on our Sudoku and get things calm. Try to clear our minds of any politics or any non-logical things, illogical things, I guess I should say. And let's have a look. Right, eyes down, away we go, as they say in bingo. Okay, without further ado, I can immediately see a 9. A 9 is jumping up and hitting my eyes because it's at the top, I suppose. Naturally, by human nature, if we're Western, we're likely to start reading from the top and look down, so I think that's why I can see it first. This 9 clearly cuts out this row here. 9 is up here and 9 is up here. I assume that if you're playing a medium level Sudoku, you understand the basic rules already, and that is, of course, that there has to be 1 to 9 in each of these regions, and 1 to 9 in a column, and 1 to 9 in a row, and that's it really. There aren't any other rules, except of course there must be only one of those numbers in each. Still along the top now I can see 8 going across this row, 8 going across this bottom row, and 8 coming up in this column. It's nice and clear, just jumping off the page at me. I say this is a medium level puzzle. I have absolutely no idea until we get going and get towards the end whether it really is a medium level puzzle or not. Sometimes they lie, I think. I'm sure they do it on purpose, but I'm not really sure that these levels are very accurate. I can see a 3 when I look at this 3 coming down this column here, and 3 up this column here, and 3 along here. I can see that all of this stuff is eliminated, and there's only room for a 3 here. Hope you spotted that one too. Okay. You're probably looking at this and going, look, 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 can't you see that? And of course, yes, I can now. 3, since we're doing 3s, I can see 3s across this row, 3 across this row, and 3 down this column, which means a 3 goes in here. I can also see more 9s. 3s and 9s are very common today. 9s across this row, 9s from here across this row, and 9 coming down this column. So that means a 9 has to go here. And since we're doing 9s, I can see 9s down this column, and across this row. So 9 comes here. And fortunately, there's only one square missing, possible rather, on this, in this central row here. And so 9 has to go here too. And if we complete this going up the page, we can fill in the 9 up here. And that was fairly painless, wasn't it? I think that's all of the 9s actually done now. Wow, off to a quick start. Okay. In this row along here, I see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 is missing, 5, 6 is missing, and 7. So actually there's a 6 in this section here, and so obviously there's no 6 here, and there's also a 6 going up here, and so clearly that has to be a 6 there. And let's continue on with the 6s. We'll go up this column, fill in the 6 here. And along the top, we have 6 is up this column, 6 is up this column, 6 on this row, 6 on this row. That's a 6 there. Sometimes these kind of things can start out easy and end up tricky at the end. So I wouldn't be overconfident at this point. Just because it seems quite easy at the start, it doesn't mean it's going to end up that way. It may be tricky at the end. Let's see. I can see what's missing from here is 1 and a 7. 1s and 7s. We have a 7 going across this row, so that has to be a 7 here. That has to be a 1 here. That's the only thing remaining. You can double check. And in here, of course, now in this region here, 2 and 4 are the missing numbers. We have 1, 3, 5. We don't have 2 and 4. 2 is in this row, so 2 goes here. 4 has to come here. Okay. Maybe let's look down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So 7 and 8 are missing, but 8 is already in here, up in this row. So that has to be 8. That has to be 7. And there's only one number missing here, so whatever that is, it's a 4. We can fill that in. What's missing here now? 2 and 4. 2, yes, 2 and 4. Okay, so 4 is clearly not here, so that's a 4, and that's a 2. What's missing from here? 3 and 7. Well, I can see 3 and 7 are in the same row here, so whatever the third number is, that has to be it, and the third number is in fact 8. So let's fill that in right now. Okay. I'm still looking around just in case there's anything super easy still before I start filling in candidates. Getting close to that point now already, I think. Okay. All right, I think we've got the easiest of the easiest. Oh no, here's one. 5s. 5s across this row, 5s across this row. 5 has to come here. What's missing from here? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 3 up this column. So that has to be a 4. And this has to be a 4 down here. If you consider down this column, that's a 4 here. 4's going across, 4's are down this column, 4's, this 4 extends across here, this 4 extends across here. That's the only place where we can have 4. And if we go up this column is blocked already. We can see a 4 blocking here, and so that has to be a 4 there. Missing numbers here are 1 and 3. That's not really going to help us. From here, 1, 5. Okay. 1 and 3. Okay. So 3. I just realized 3. The missing numbers here are 1 and 3. I made a mistake a moment ago. 3 is blocking here. So 3 goes here, and 1 must come here. 1 is down here. The last 2 remaining numbers here are 2 and 7, but nothing really tells us whether we have 2 or 7 to put in here. So we'll leave that for the moment. Coming down here, we are missing 2, 7, and 2, 1. 2 is missing. Could go there or there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is missing. Go anywhere. 8, we don't have 8. Okay, so 8 is blocking here, 8 is blocking here, so this has to be an 8 here. The missing numbers here and here now are 2 and 7. Since 2 can't go in this square, 2 has to go here. 7 was missing from here. 7's missing from here. It's a good idea to keep your eyes moving away from the one particular area in the grid. If you really get stuck in one region the whole time, it's going to slow you down in the long run. 8 and 8 is here. I can see there's an 8 running across here, so 8s, 8s, and 8s. Do you see the way you just kind of extend the rows and columns along? You know, let your eye guide you along rows and columns. I think that's the quickest way to get these things done. Okay, missing numbers in this row here now are 5 and 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have 6, 7. We don't have 8, 9. So 7 is in this section here, so it can't possibly go here. 7 goes here. 5 goes here. The missing numbers from here now are 1 and 2, but we can't really. That doesn't really help us. Oh, the missing number here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we can always double check if we make sure we haven't made a mistake. Yeah, that's okay. And if we look up here, 5's going across here and 5 down this column. 5 is here, and if we extend this column up, this column down, this row across, 5 has to go here. And this has got to be a 1. That's the only remaining number from this row here. This is a very fast one today. I don't think it's medium at all. I think this is really an easy level puzzle. 1's down here, 1's down here, 1's down here. That's a 1, that's a 2. I guess you can see that. 1 is eliminating here and here. Okay, so 1 is there, 2 is here, 2 is here. The missing number 1 is there. What's missing here? 1, 2 is the missing number here. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 are missing. 7 extends down here. Oh dear. We'll have to chat about something, otherwise the video will be too short. 6 is up here, and 3 is here. Much too easy for a medium level, I think. Should we count our blessings, maybe? We should say, well, we were prepared for something much more difficult, but we ended up with something much easier to complete today. Life is sometimes like that. You figure you're going to get a really difficult task, a really challenging thing, but when you start on it, you find it goes much easier than normal. Of course, sometimes life is the opposite too, and things that you think are going to be easy turn out to be a real challenge. But anyway, it's one of our luckier days today. That's it from Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku. There should be another one tomorrow, as long as it's not a killer Sudoku. Those are the ones I leave out, I don't do, but let's hope it's a more challenging level tomorrow, something we can really dig our teeth into. That's it for today. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.